Hi everybody, today we're going to do a song called That's the Way the World Goes Round. John Prine song. I spoke about it briefly in one of our videos. Since we last spoke, we lost John Prine, so rest in peace John. A phenomenal songwriter, songwriter as some of us songwriters would say. I've really went in deep into his catalogue in the last couple of weeks because I've had time, which is one good thing to come out of this whole crisis. We now have lots of time on our hands. So yeah, this week we're going to do a fairly simple song. We're looking at 3 or 4 chords: D major, G major, A major. Maybe that's it. I think it's another 3-chord song. The original version is he plays it on the 2nd fret capoed with guitar, and he uses the chords in the key of C, but when you capo it on the 2nd fret, that'll bring it up to D. So we're going to play it in the D key on the ukulele. So we're looking at our first chord, which would be D, and then we've got G, and then we've got A, which is that one up top. So yeah, we'll have a look at this one and we'll go from there. So here we're looking at the first verse and chorus, and then the start of the 2nd verse. And I'll scroll up there just so you see the rest of the 2nd verse and the next couple of choruses. It's 2 verses and then he finishes with 3 choruses at the end. But yeah, let's have a crack at it and we'll go from there. Right, so I recommend everybody having a look at John Prine doing the live version of this song at the Newport Festival. You'll get it on YouTube, and I'll add a link once I send this on to you guys too at the bottom. But I'll just play a little bit of it first. He kind of he plays guitar on this song, and he picks a lot of the strings. So I'll try to simulate that with ukulele just so you have an idea at full speed, and then we'll slow it down a little bit. Okay. So here we go. I know a guy that's got a lot to lose. He's a pretty nice fella, kinda confused. He's got muscles in his head, ain't never been used. Thinks he owns half of this town. Starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose. Beats his old lady with a rubber hose. Then he takes her out to dinner and buys her new clothes. That's the way the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. So that A chord in the last line of the verse and the last line of the chorus is simply a jump 2. He plays it kind of for 1 or 2 beats, and then he's back to the D again. So it's essentially D for 4. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the D, then G, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the D major, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 5, 6, 7, 8, almost for the A. So let's do that again. It's 4 on the D, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the D major, then on the G major, 1, 2, 3, 4, then back to the D major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the A. Sometimes he doesn't even give the A full 2 beats. He's back to the D pretty quickly. But again, have a listen to the live version. So we'll do it together, that first verse and first chorus at a slower pace, and we'll just strum down. When you feel like you're confident, start using your thumb on the top string, your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, and that should be thumb on the top, 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd string, and 3rd finger on the 1st string. When you get confident on the placement of the chords, just start a wee bit of plucking. Like, even if you're just going down on the D, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it just adds a little bit more of a dimension to your playing, or a little bit of dynamic to the song. But yeah, let's try it together, and I'll try and bring it closer so you'll see where my fingers are at. So here we go together. We're gonna do D for 4, G for 4, back to D for 6, and then the A for 2. And that's your kind of essentially the whole structure of the song. So our D, again, if you're playing it like this or like this with the 3 fingers, whatever works with you. And then on our right hand, we're just going to strum down. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the D, then over to G, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the D again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the A major, which is that first finger on the 3rd string, and then your of the 1st fret, and then your 2nd finger up here on the top string of the 2nd fret. So we'll try it again. So it's on the D for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, onto the G, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the A. And then a little bit faster together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back to D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the A. And for that strum, all I was doing was 1, so basically I'm just running this first finger on my right hand just up and down against the string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back to the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the A. Okay? So yeah, that's another John Prine song. I could probably just do all John Prine songs, and I think I'd be happy, but I don't know how happy you'd be. But yeah, I recommend getting into him. I think next week we may do a Bill Withers song, because we also lost Bill recently. But yeah, have a crack at that song. That's the way the world goes round. And let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, feel free to get back to me over WhatsApp. Cheers.